Picture this. August 1966. Two electronic technicians, Miguel and Manuel, tell their families they're off to buy work supplies. A totally normal, everyday excuse. But what they did next was anything but normal. Instead of going to a supply store, they boarded a bus to Niterói, a city near Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Their first stop. A local shop where they bought 2 waterproof raincoats. Their second stop, small bar where they purchased a bottle of water. Then with the rain starting to pour down, they began a long, difficult hike up a remote hill known as Vintim Hill. They told the bartender they'd be back, but they never were. This is where their story takes a sharp turn into one of the most baffling unsolved mysteries of all time, the lead masks case. A few days later, a young man flying a kite stumbled upon a disturbing scene. He found the bodies of Miguel and Manuel lying side by side, perfectly arranged. They were dressed in suits, wearing the waterproof coats they had just bought. But the most bizarre detail was what was on their faces. Each man wore a crudely made lead mask, the kind you might see in a homemade radiation suit. Stranger still, these masks had no eye holes. They were completely blindfolded by solid sheets of lead. The scene looked less like an accident and more like a carefully staged ritual. There were no signs of a struggle, no obvious injuries. It was as if they had simply laid down and died. What could have possibly happened on that stormy hilltop? Police were just as confused as everyone else. First clue came from a small waterlogged notebook found in Miguel's pocket. Written inside were a series of cryptic instructions. The note read, 4:30 p.m., be at the agreed place. 6:30 p.m., swallow capsules after effect, protect metals, wait for mask signal, swallow capsules, protect metals, wait for a signal. It sounded like something out of a science fiction movie. But for Miguel and Manuel, this was very, very real. The items found with them only added to the mystery: the empty water bottle, 2 wet towels, and the notebook. But there were no capsules to be found. And crucially, no cause of death could be determined. Friends and family started to piece together the puzzle. They revealed that both men were deeply involved in a fringe group of scientific spiritualists. They were obsessed with trying to communicate with beings from other dimensions and other planets. They had built strange electronic devices in their workshop, hoping to make contact. They believed they were on the verge of a breakthrough and that they would be part of a major event. According to their writings, they thought the lead masks were necessary to shield their eyes from a brilliant, otherworldly light they expected to see. The capsules they were meant to swallow were supposedly part of this elaborate ritual to initiate contact. It seems they climbed Vintim Hill, believing they had an appointment with extraterrestrials. The story gets even stranger. As investigators were looking into the case, a local woman came forward with a truly incredible claim. She said that on the night the men were on the hill, at the exact time their note said to wait for the signal, she saw a bright, orange, egg-shaped object hovering directly over Vintim Hill. It glowed intensely for several minutes before shooting off into the night sky. Was this the signal they were waiting for? Did Miguel and Manuel actually succeed in their attempt to make contact with fatal consequences? Multiple autopsies were performed, but the results were inconclusive because their bodies weren't found for several days. Their internal organs were too decomposed to test for any unknown substances from the mysterious capsules. To this day, the lead masks case remains unsolved. There are so many theories. Did they accidentally poison themselves with the capsules they took? Were they met on the hill by other people who murdered them and staged the scene? Or did they encounter something truly not of this world, an event so powerful that it simply stopped their hearts? We are left with a haunting image: 2 men, blinded by lead masks, lying on a remote hill, waiting for a signal that may or may not have come. Their story is a chilling reminder of how the search for answers can sometimes lead us into darkness, blurring the line between scientific curiosity and deadly obsession. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy diving into mysteries like this, be sure to subscribe for more.